Tyler Perry changed the game because he can do 26 shows in a week. Wrap it up, boom, give me my money. And he's getting the, that's a filmmaker. He needs a studio to facilitate his
writing, his
vision.
He might produce this, I'm writing this, I'm acting in this, so I got five movies going on just this month.
Then Marvel might say, hey man, we need to have your studio. We're gonna give you $14 million for having the studio for 2 weeks.
Easy.
But isn't that why 50's doing it?
Nobody's giving him no money to rent a movie.
The hip-hop world erupted this week after one of its most heated feuds resurfaced. And this time, the tension has taken a dangerously personal turn. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, the legendary rapper and entrepreneur, found himself forced to respond after actor and comedian Faizon Love publicly mocked a violent chapter from 50 Cent's past. What many hoped would remain behind the headlines of 2 decades ago suddenly became a trending topic once again. Fans, social media users, and industry insiders all weighed in, with opinions split between defending the rapper and criticizing the comedian for crossing an unspoken line. The feud has become a reflection.
But why? If it's a dope
because
location?
they would have did it themselves. They the one that started Atlanta.
So maybe he's thinking he's gonna start Shreveport.
He's not a filmmaker. What if I told you I'm starting the music business in Flint, Michigan?
I'd be like,
I'm a studio. What? I'm like, here's my studio. We're gonna put out records. Like what, nigga? What? You could have did it at your house. Look, it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
It has to be.
No,
Faizon.
the ones that are lucrative, you don't know.
Not only of the personalities involved, but also of the modern era of instant online reactions and viral content. For those unfamiliar with the history, 50 Cent's life changed dramatically in May 2000, when he was shot 9 times outside his apartment in Queens, New York. The attack left him critically injured, and the media speculated about his survival chances. Against all odds, 50 Cent pulled through, and the experience would later shape his persona, music, and business strategy. Songs like Many Men Wish Death and If I Can't reflect the raw experiences he endured, and his survival became a symbol of resilience within hip-hop culture. Over the years, he transformed trauma into triumph.
Faizon, I just don't see him waste so. All right,
Let me tell you this.
All right,
I worked with him for a lot of years.
Yeah.
Can you tell you?
Yeah.
That nigga's cheap.
I don't see him wasting no money.
He's not in the business of wasting
That's
money.
what I'm saying.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Yes.
But I see what he's doing.
So what's the play?
He's building up to sell it.
It's just talking. Just like,
clip farming, like.
yes. It's like, so we talking about it right now.
Yeah.
Just like the Diddy film. Do you think he made money on that?
Yeah.
No. Where from where? You have to sell it.
It's on to Netflix.
For what, $5 million?
Establishing himself not just as a rapper, but also as a shrewd businessman and media personality. Yet, despite his accomplishments, the incident remained a sensitive topic, one that fans knew was off-limits for mockery. Recently, however, Faizon Love, whose career has spanned decades in film and television, posted a series of jokes on social media that directly referenced 50 Cent's shooting. In videos shared on Instagram and TikTok, Love made light of the attack, laughing and mimicking scenarios related to the shooting. While his comedic style often involves edgy material, this particular act struck a nerve with the rapper and his supporters.
A lot of money to me, Faizon.
Nigga, Dave Chappelle gets $40 million for an hour stand-up. So how the Diddy...
A 5-6-part series get $5 million.
But we don't know if he got $5 million. We don't know what he got.
He got $5 million and he didn't. And somebody brought it to him, and that's free money.
See, come on, you thinking like a corner boy now. Yo, I only put in. I re-up. Now it's not the pie.
You talking about ex-drug dealers? That's how they make.
He's not a listen to me. I never understood 50 Cent. He's always seemed like a victim to me. Like, you got shot 5 times.
The videos quickly went viral, amassing millions of views and hundreds of thousands of comments. Social media exploded with debates, memes, and heated exchanges, showing just how deeply the incident still resonates with fans and industry observers alike. Many felt Love had crossed the line, trivializing a moment that had life-or-death consequences. 50 Cent, known for his quick wit and fearless approach to confrontation, did not remain silent. Within hours, he took to his own social media platforms, issuing a direct and bold warning to Faizon Love. Unlike typical online disputes that rely on sarcasm or memes,
you got shot 5 times. Well, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to the nigga that shot you. This nigga is wild. This nigga. No wonder you online. What you mean you want to talk to the nigga that shot the nigga? I don't want to talk to you. Who's the nigga that shot you?
You don't want the nigga that survived the bullets and made it back and fought back and got to the top?
You know how many friends I got that?
I got niggas that got shot 5 times
but
and
they didn't rap and make it to the top of the food chain and become one of the famous niggas of all time in rap. They didn't do that, Faizon. They just got shot.
Yeah.
They just got shot.
So you know mad famous niggas that got shot and became...
Not mad famous.
That's what I'm saying. Them other niggas just got shot.
But maybe he's famous for certain, you know. I don't know.
I know.
Maybe he
put out an album that goes diamond.
Yeah, so did Outkast. And they didn't get shot. It's so wild. Did Outkast not? Huh?
Yeah, it went diamond.
Okay. It went diamond.
It did.
In 03, I remember.
Yeah, I mean, they got a couple of them.
Yeah, they got like 2 diamonds.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So that's all I'm saying is like...
Diamonds is
I think
ill.
so.
That's what I'm saying.
Because they had the double album together.
50 Cent's response carried an unmistakable tone of seriousness. He made it clear that mocking someone's near-death experience, especially one as formative as his, was unacceptable. His message, amplified by millions of followers, was both a defense of his personal history and a statement to the broader entertainment world. Disrespect has consequences. Fans flooded the comment sections, showing support and echoing his sentiment, while others speculated about what a potential face-to-face confrontation might entail. The tension between the two public figures has roots in the broader culture of celebrity conflict and social media feuds. Over the past decade, online platforms have made it possible for celebrities to engage directly with fans, critics, and rivals in real time, often blurring the line between playful banter and genuine threats. For someone like 50 Cent, who has built a reputation on both his music and his unfiltered online persona, the stakes are higher when personal trauma is involved. His life story is well known, and he has historically responded to slights, insults, or challenges with calculated intensity. In this context, Faizon Love's jokes were more than just comedy, they were a provocation. Industry insiders note that such disputes are not currencies. A single viral post or comment can shape public opinion and affect career trajectories. For 50 Cent, whose brand spans music, television, and business ventures, defending his legacy and personal story is essential. By publicly addressing Love's mockery, he is reinforcing his reputation as someone who cannot be easily disrespected or undermined. The statement also sends a broader message to fans and peers that certain boundaries, especially those involving life-altering trauma, should not be crossed for the sake of entertainment or social media clout. The response was swift and amplified by a mix of video reactions, news articles, and meme culture. Social media users dissected every word, gesture, and emoji, interpreting them as either serious threats or hyperbolic expressions of frustration. Some argued that 50 Cent's approach was overly aggressive, while others applauded him for standing up for himself. Celebrities and influencers joined the discussion, with some taking sides and others remaining neutral, waiting to see how the feud would unfold. The combination of humor, history, and potential confrontation created a combustible mix, leaving fans on edge and media outlets hungry for updates. It is a reminder that in today's landscape, personal history and online behavior intersect in ways that can escalate rapidly. While 50 Cent's reputation for handling conflict is well established, analysts say the current feud is significant because it touches on real danger. Unlike many online arguments that remain confined to memes and tweets, this situation involves a history of violence, survival, and reputation at stake. Fans of the rapper are acutely aware of his past and the serious risks he faced, which adds weight to any perceived threat he makes. The intensity of his response is not merely performative. It is grounded in lived experience and the awareness of how quickly situations can escalate. For many observers, this is not just entertainment. It is a lesson in respect, boundaries, and the consequences of crossing someone with a serious past. In the days following the initial exchange, speculation about a possible in-person confrontation grew. Media outlets and social media commentators debated whether this would remain an online war or spill into the real world. Some noted that both 50 Cent and Faizon Love have long-standing histories in entertainment and are well aware of the consequences of public conflict. Others expressed concern that the feud could lead to unintended outcomes, given the volatile mix of fame, history, and strong personalities. The tension is further heightened by the fact that both men have loyal fan bases ready to defend them, which adds another layer of complexity to an already delicate situation. Through it all, 50 Cent has maintained his characteristic blend of confidence, strategic thinking, and relentless self-assurance. He has repeatedly emphasized that he is not afraid of confrontation but also values control over the narrative. Every post, video, and comment is carefully calibrated to reinforce his message. Disrespect is unacceptable, and he is prepared to respond with precision. This approach has resonated with fans, who see him not only as a survivor of past violence, but also as a figure who refuses to let his story be diminished or trivialized. In a culture where social media amplifies every action, 50 Cent's response is both a personal stance and a public performance, demonstrating the power of presence, influence, and reputation management. Ultimately, this feud is about more than just one joke or one post. It is about respect, personal history, and the intersection of comedy, social media, and real-life consequences. It raises questions about the limits of humor, the responsibilities of public figures, and how society interprets past trauma in the digital age. Fans, celebrities, and analysts alike are watching closely, knowing that the outcome of this feud could set a precedent for how similar situations are handled in the future. For 50 Cent, it is a test of both patience and strategy, as he navigates the complex dynamics of public perception, personal pride, and online influence. As the story unfolds, one thing is clear: 50 Cent is not one to back down. His legacy, his brand, and his personal history are on the line, and he is prepared to defend them at any cost. The world watches, the tension builds, and the next move in this feud could change everything. As the days passed, the 50 Cent Faizon Love feud quickly spiraled into one of the most talked about conflicts in entertainment. Social media was ablaze, with every comment, meme, and repost scrutinized for hidden meanings and threats. Fans dissected every word 50 Cent had written, reading into the tone, timing, and even emojis as if each element carried an encoded message. Some interpreted his posts as a serious warning, others as calculated theatrics, designed to dominate the headlines and maintain his reputation for fearlessness. Whatever the intent, one thing was undeniable: the feud had become a cultural phenomenon, illustrating the power of social media to amplify conflicts far beyond their initial sparks. Industry insiders noted that 50 Cent's timing and approach were deliberate. Unlike many celebrities who react emotionally, he has built a reputation for precision and strategic response. In the hours after Faizon Love's posts went viral, 50 Cent released a series of comments and videos that combined humor, intimidation, and authority. While some of the messages were playful jabs at Love, others carried an unmistakable undertone of seriousness, emphasizing that mocking past trauma was unacceptable. Analysts observed that this dual approach, mixing comedy with implied consequences, is part of 50 Cent's genius. It keeps the audience engaged while maintaining control over the narrative. The rapper's actions demonstrated a mastery of social media warfare, turning what could have been a minor incident into a headline-dominating saga. Fans quickly joined the fray, dividing themselves into factions. Supporters of 50 Cent flooded social media, emphasizing his survival story and condemning Faizon Love's jokes as insensitive. Many pointed out that the shooting had left lasting physical and emotional scars, making it more than a simple anecdote or punchline. Others highlighted 50 Cent's resilience, viewing his public response as a lesson in self-respect and personal boundaries. On the other hand, some fans defended Faizon Love, arguing that comedians often tread dangerous territory, using satire and dark humor to comment on society and public figures. This division added fuel to the fire, as each group worked to amplify their side, sparking heated debates that transcended entertainment forums and entered mainstream news coverage. The escalation caught the attention of media outlets across the country. News articles, talk shows, and online blogs chronicled the feud in real time, analyzing the implications for both men. Some outlets focused on the personal history, providing context on 50 Cent's shooting and his career trajectory afterward. Others examined the comedy angle, debating whether Love's jokes constituted mere satire or crossed a line into disrespect and provocation. Opinion pieces discussed broader themes, including the ethics of public humor, celebrity responsibility, and the consequences of sharing personal trauma online. With each passing day, the story grew, proving that in the modern media landscape, a single online post could snowball into a full-blown cultural event. In addition to mainstream media, the feud resonated with fellow celebrities, some of whom 50 Cent. This validation from peers and fans reinforced his position, providing both social and cultural leverage. It also demonstrated the interconnectedness of the entertainment world, where personal disputes can ripple through multiple industries in mere hours. As the feud unfolded, questions arose about a possible face-to-face confrontation. While 50 Cent had not explicitly called for violence, his language implied a readiness to meet disrespect head-on. This created a tense undercurrent, as fans speculated whether the rivalry would remain confined to online platforms or escalate into real-world interactions. Security experts and industry insiders cautioned that with both men possessing significant influence and loyal supporters, any physical confrontation could have serious repercussions. Yet for many fans, the drama only intensified the excitement, making each post, comment, and video a critical moment in a story that felt like it could change at any second. Behind the scenes, 50 Cent reportedly consulted with advisors and associates about his next moves. Known for meticulous planning, he carefully considered the impact of every post, weighing the balance between entertainment, personal integrity, and potential backlash. Observers noted that his calculated approach contrasted sharply with the impulsive style of many social media interactions, suggesting that his public statements were part of a broader strategy to assert dominance, protect his reputation, and maintain narrative control. In this way, the feud became as much a demonstration of strategic thinking as it was a personal conflict, highlighting 50 Cent's mastery of influence and media manipulation. Meanwhile, Faizon Love's reaction continued to draw attention. While he initially doubled down on his comedic approach, making additional jokes and responding to criticism with humor, the tension was unmistakable. Analysts noted that Love's position was delicate. He faced potential backlash for perceived insensitivity while also trying to maintain his comedic brand. The public dialogue surrounding his posts reflected larger societal debates about the role of comedy, personal boundaries, and the impact of social media amplification. In essence, the feud had transformed into a microcosm of contemporary celebrity culture, where humor, history, and public perception intersect in unpredictable ways. Social media trends provided a vivid illustration of the feud's intensity. Hashtags related to the conflict dominated Twitter and Instagram, trending in multiple countries. Meme accounts and fan pages reinterpreted clips, tweets, and comments, creating new narratives and jokes that fueled ongoing discussion. Video reactions and analysis streams proliferated, with fans debating the seriousness of 50 Cent's warnings and Love's intentions. The sheer volume of content made it clear that the feud was no longer confined to the original participants. It had become a global conversation, shaping perceptions of both men and influencing how fans and observers thought about respect, humor, and personal history. In the midst of this storm, 50 Cent continued to maintain a balance between aggression and calculation. His social media posts alternated between bold challenges and witty commentary, ensuring that his audience remained engaged while never losing sight of the underlying message. Mocking personal trauma is unacceptable, and consequences may follow. This dual approach reinforced his persona as both a survivor and a strategist, capable of navigating high-stakes public interactions with precision. Fans admired the consistency, seeing in his response a model of resilience, confidence, and control in a world where online behavior can escalate rapidly. By the end of the week, the feud had evolved into something much larger than the initial joke. It had become a story about respect, legacy, and the power dynamics of celebrity influence. 50 Cent's survival, career, and reputation were intertwined with his public response, and every move he made was observed, interpreted, and amplified. Faizon Love's comedy, while intended as satire, now existed within a context of scrutiny and accountability, illustrating the modern reality of celebrity culture. No joke exists in isolation, and every action has potential consequences. The conflict had become a test of personal boundaries, media strategy, and audience engagement. A high-stakes game in which both men were players, and the world was watching. As part 2 closes, one thing becomes clear: the feud is far from over. With both sides fully aware of the stakes and the potential for escalation, the story has only just begun to unfold. The coming days promise further developments, whether through social media exchanges, public statements, or perhaps a confrontation that transcends the digital realm. Fans and analysts alike are left on edge, waiting to see what will happen next, knowing that in this high-profile conflict, every post, comment, and video could dramatically alter the narrative. The tension, the drama, and the anticipation continue to build, setting the stage for what promises to be a defining chapter in the saga of 50 Cent and Faizon Love. As the feud entered its 3rd week, the tension surrounding 50 Cent and Faizon Love reached a boiling point. Social media chatter evolved into a non-stop cycle of speculation, analysis, and reaction videos. Fans and media outlets alike debated whether this conflict would remain an online war or escalate into a real-world confrontation. Both men had built formidable reputations, 50 Cent as a survivor and mogul with a history of handling threats decisively, and Faizon Love as a veteran comedian unafraid to push boundaries. Their histories, combined with the intensity of online attention, created a high-stakes atmosphere that captivated the public's attention. Every post, comment, or video uploaded by either party was immediately dissected again, and shared across platforms in minutes, illustrating the sheer speed and scale of digital-age celebrity conflict. In the midst of this storm, 50 Cent's